Hey, before we get started on this video, I just want to let you guys know that next week there won't be a new episode of Prison Break on the channel because by the time this goes up, will have been on vacation. So I took a week off from recording videos and I went on a vacation, and now that has caught up with YouTube. So yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks with episode 7 of Prison Break Season 4. So yeah. Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Prison Break. Last time on Prison Break we had Safe and Sound, where the gang was basically working on the third Scylla card holder, and to do so they had to basically bust into his safe because that's where he kept his card. So they did this whole elaborate scheme in order to get to the back of his safe, drill it out, and copy the card without him ever noticing. We also got General Baldwin Sachs, who was like, oh, now everybody needs to keep their card on hand, which will actually make it easier to get these, because they had to come up with this whole cockamamie scheme in order to get his card, because it was in a safe. But oh well, whatever General Baldwin Sachs doesn't know won't hurt us. But we also do know the identity. Well, I guess we don't know the identity of General Baldwin Sachs, but we are at least aware of him as the head of the company. However, they are also aware that Don ran an image check on Baldwin. So yeah. Meanwhile, Mahone was dealing with the Wyatt stuff and was getting closer and closer to that. And Teabag is having some troubles at his job, and is now being threatened by whatever the guy's name was. I don't remember. It wasn't Zheng. That was a different guy. So yeah. Teabag is he's in a hole, let's say. He's in a hole. So yeah. But that was pretty much it. It was an interesting episode, and I can't wait to see where we're going from here. So let's just go ahead and pop right into this episode of Prison Break. Here we go. Whoa. That's a hell of a dress or shirt that she's got on. Oh my god, now Michael has a hat.
Don't get used to it.
Nah. He's all happy.
Sparkle Kid, Gate 8.
Oh, Mahone's the only one without a hat. Damn, he looks fly.
Excuse me. Hi there. I would like to place some bets, please.
Oh, we're placing bets. Was this a horse race?
I'd like to place an exacta on...
Oh my god, everybody has a hat.
No, you didn't. What the hell kind of place is this?
If you just calm down.
I'm not. Wait, well, calm down. What are you talking about? I want you to fix this. You give me the wrong bet.
Bellick's playing the distraction.
Yo, somebody's freaking out one of the clicks inside. Check it out.
Why are we here? Why are we at a horse race? I mean, obviously this has to be about Scylla, but what is this? This is so hilarious. Oh, finally, Bellick is being useful.
You run background checks on your employees, you just let cons work here.
I mean, there are no cons working here, right?
Look at her. What is she doing? Maeve, do you have a record, Maeve?
Oh, I love Bellick is finally being used for what he should. Just, oh.
Excuse me, miss.
So much. I would have been in so much trouble if I'd lost those. You don't know my boss. He would have gone up one side of me and down the other.
Oh my god, she put on an accent. I love this heist. This is so stupid. Sparkle Kid.
Card holder number 4, you're up.
Alright. This guy looks like Howard Hamlin in 20 years.
Thanks. Clocker said Sparkle Kid was edging on the track record at prep.
Oh, that's great, honey.
This is a great place to get... I love we're starting with... We're just going. Oh no. No, they sabotage number 8. That... It's so elaborate and stupid, and I love it. So presumably, he's gonna go to the dude with all the monitors, the manager, I guess, and they have stuck the device there.
We've made contact. 15% in counting.
Now you just need him to stay there.
I'll be right back.
I'm coming with you.
No! Come on! Almost! It's not gonna work.
Did you get it?
100%. We're all
Yes!
there. Car's all there.
My boss had me put more money on him than I make in a week. He's gonna flip out when I tell him about this.
I'm really not the right person to ask.
I love this accent she's put on.
Listen, I'm just trying to ask you a couple of questions.
Well, you asked one too many.
Damn. Now what do you do?
Why don't you help me find somebody who could help me sort all this out? How's that?
You don't take your hands off me, you're gonna have a lot more to worry about than an angry boss.
Damn, this guy has
right,
no
well,
fucking patience.
Because I'm getting the money back that I bet on the horse that got stuck in the gate. Did you see that one? Yeah.
Meh.
I said you can't be back. I need back up.
Ooh! Oh, shit. I don't suppose he can do a 3v1.
Where's Mahone?
He's right there.
He's the one who got arrested.
It's got the device. We're screwed.
Dang it. Alright, so that's gonna be the crux of this episode, I imagine. Riverside, California. Gretchen?
Oh my god. What
Sup?
happened to you? Jesus.
Thank God you have a sister in town.
And what you're saying is... There might be a typo or two in my reports, but I'm pretty sure those checks cleared. Fair enough.
He's seeing through you, man. There's only so much you can bullshit here. Oh my god, she got another shirt. Good for her. It's been like a week.
What kind of phone is this?
It's Japanese brand, off market.
What about the ankle monitor you're wearing?
Nuh. Oh.
That's what I do. I go into people's offices, I fix their computers. I just figured it was better to do it when you weren't here.
Well, you know, you gotta go. Don't come back in here.
Sure thing. You're all set.
Oh, your computer's being monitored now. You gotta know that.
Hey, do you still have that owl that I sent from Germany?
Yeah.
I was about to say, not a real owl.
Thank you.
Break it.
Oh my god. Gretchen, is that a real gun?
Duh. That.
No more for the IRS. I don't.
Oh my god. That's
What are you
really
working
funny.
As of now,
No one.
myself.
Meh. Alright. Well, bye. Sorry about the mess.
He attended total loss.
I like that. I guess she just never rattled it around and heard a gun in there. That was really funny.
These aren't release papers.
Well, I need you to sign that so I can collect
They're
the
gonna
charge.
run my prints, and once
You
they...
punched a cop.
Yeah, trying to save the mission.
Keep your voice down, okay? I did the best I could do. You need to sign those so I can collect Roland's device.
Oh, he's gonna leave him.
Okay, we all sacrificed a lot to get this far. You want to flush it down the toilet because you made a bad move?
Man, you can't sacrifice him. He's your best person. Oh, man, you can't do this, though. I think he's just as valuable as the device.
So if I get popped tomorrow, you guys are just gonna forget about me?
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, listen.
Okay, well.
Link's right. We don't have a choice. We move forward with the plan.
Damn. New level of risk. I mean, if this... You know, if this was Sarah, though, that they would go get her. Hi.
Agent So.
That's not good. Ah, shit.
I'm Homeland Security. It's my job to protect people who make attractive terrorist targets. People in upper ranks of military, people like Krantz.
Is there a particular...
I really want them to say people like Sachs.
Maybe you can...
So how well do you know Mahone?
I know he wants to take down the company just as much as we do.
You also realize he's a major liability.
You also realize he's
Ryan could
a
find
major
me, you
asset.
could find Mahone. Okay, because if a choice has to be made between him or us,
Just like the Legend of Scylla.
Look, I know what the score is. It's every man for himself. You get left behind, you get locked up. Tough titties. I signed on the dotted line like everyone else, and I want to know exactly what I'm doing on this job. I'm with Bellick in this one.
I mean, yeah.
If the roles were reversed and you were the one locked up, you really think Alex would risk it all to get you out?
Yes, kinda. He did get you out of Sona.
Promise me that you will get to Wyatt and you'll kill the son of a bitch.
Oh.
And then you'll call Pam and you'll tell her that he's gone.
But you're gonna ask Michael to promise that?
I promise.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
There was like no hesitation either.
You're not here to take her.
No.
If I was capable of being her mother, I wouldn't have given you custody.
Oh.
You be a good girl, okay?
Oh, it's her daughter.
Bye, Emily.
Hi, Auntie.
Oh. Boy, how to weave a tragedy in 3 lines or less. What are they doing?
What are you guys doing?
We'll call you when we're done.
Oh. They're not going for the next card holder. They're going for Mahone, aren't they? Shit. Oh, Wyatt has a browner suit. Brown?
I want you in my office in 5 minutes to walk me through this. And if you can't, well, I'm gonna call the authorities.
Fucking John Cusack looking motherfucker. Alright, that's a problem. Wipe down everything.
What are you doing?
That's knowing you, sugar.
He's bailing.
Oh, wait.
Excuse me. Nice slide.
Sorry, ma'am. Rules are rules.
Ooh! Well, at least he's still alive. I mean, she's just gonna get his shit and leave?
Be my guest. Much obliged.
Yeah, they're busting Mahone out instead of going after number 5. Oh, Sucre's here too. Don't give away the game.
5.
Oh shit.
1.
1. Go! Ooh! Oh, turn out the lights! Alright, we gotta get the hell out of here. Yep, he bailed. Good job, guys. Nice bail. Oh god. Uh-oh. He's got a gun ready. No. This ain't a good place to do that. Ugh! I'm coming for you. Oh, he's so mad.
Thank you.
Oh. We ain't getting sappy.
Yes.
Got your message.
I was wondering when you were going to call.
Uh-oh?
There's only one thing for you and I to discuss.
You worked for the company once, Alex. You should know better than to take things so personal.
I'm gonna wrap this up, just in case you decided to trace this call, but I promise you, we will meet again. And when we do, I'm gonna show you just how personal things can get.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
He is out for blood now. Oh, dang it. Roland saw that. That's like the worst person.
Cold fire.
So much for that.
What's she gonna do now?
Oh! Oh.
Who the hell are you?
Hi. Oh. God, that was a punch and a half, wasn't it? Alrighty. Oh, God. Excuse me. Episode 6. I like that it wasn't just the normal, we gotta go get the card, you know? Like, this one was different. I like that. They mixed up the formula, which was good. So, very, very interesting stuff with this one. Alright. Horses. I love that. They went to a horse race, and they were able to get the thing. You know, I somewhat question how, like, maybe the validity of the plan, or just the why of, like, we're gonna do this whole elaborate thing so that the guy goes to the manager's office where the device will be so that we can get the card. And I know you have to be close to the guy, but, like, can they not just, like, do that? He was right there, you know? Like, maybe, you know, problem with security, I could see that. Problem with, personal security, I could see that. But even, could you just stay, like, one level below him? I don't know. It seemed a little overcomplicated. Like, last episode I get because he's got a safe, and you got to make sure that, you know, you crack into the safe, and you also have to, you know, make sure that they don't get back and nobody notices and stuff like that. And honestly, the Scylla card holders are still pretty much none the wiser that their cards are getting copied, you know? But yeah, I don't know. This seemed a little overcomplicated. Like, I like it, but it's a little overcomplicated, you know? Oh, well. This reminds me, because we brought up Breaking Bad last episode with the thermite. It reminds me of sort of, I guess it was season 5 of Breaking Bad, when Jesse comes up with the magnet idea to get, like, whatever laptop or something was in police evidence. And it's just this crazy cockamamie scheme that they did, but they pulled it off, you know? There's a lot of just stupid cockamamie schemes in Breaking Bad, and this definitely, I feels like, part of that, you know? So, yeah, it worked. I liked it, but yeah, I feel like there was an easier way of doing that, you know? But oh well. But the big thing was Mahone got arrested, which was interesting. And I like this sort of, you know, this sort of debate back and forth. Do we get him? Do we not get him? I would say, while it's a risk, I think, you know, you should get him solely on the fact that he is your best person on the team, you know? Like, apart from Michael, he's the smartest one. And honestly, you might even, you know, I would listen to someone argue that Mahone may even be smarter, you know? You know, it's one of those things where it's like, I think their intellect is equal. Maybe Michael is a bit more creative, you know, especially with everything. And I guess, you know, they view everything in sort of different ways, because Michael views everything sort of on an engineering level, like breaking out of Fox River or Sona or stuff like that. Like, he comes up with these interesting sort of creative things. Mahone is just brilliant with everything, like, he doesn't, I guess it's one of those things where it's like, he can solve, he can solve, Michael can question and then solve. Does that make any sense? I mean, you could honestly say, and again, this analogy doesn't work perfectly here, but it's like we always said in season 2, that if Michael is actually the Moriarty, then Mahone is the Sherlock, Moriarty coming up with all these insane schemes and plans and stuff, and Sherlock having to solve them, And you could honestly say that's basically just how their worldview works. But still, and everyone else is pretty much a Dr. Watson, So I would still, like, yes, you should get Mahone out of there on the basis that he is one of your best people on the team, Like Bellick, to his credit, Bellick did what he is good at, and that is yelling at people. Like, I love that. I love that Bellick, his whole part of that was to just make a scene and yell at people. That was hilarious, But Mahone, like, yes, you should take that risk to get him, It's like you've got brains and then you've got foot soldiers. Everyone else is kind of a foot soldier. You might get a bit, everybody kind of has their specialty, Roland, Sarah, even Lincoln, but you got the 2 brains, and you gotta keep both of them. They are the 2 brain cells of the team, So yeah, but it was interesting. It was still interesting, the whole thing of, and it does sort of harken back to, the whole story of Odysseus and Scylla. The whole thing of, well, Odysseus basically had to sacrifice 6 of his men, and we kind of had that at the beginning, that sort of lingering question of like, oh, well, are we going to have to sacrifice people? But it hasn't really come up too much since then, but this is sort of the first moment of that, like, do we, sacrifice him? And that was the other thing, where it's like, when Sucre is like, oh, so if I get popped, are you guys gonna leave me? And Lincoln just, without any hesitation, just, yes. And it's like, oh, shit, all right, I guess, we know where we stand, basically. So yeah, so it was a debate, but and I like that they still kind of keep it a bit ambiguous of, like, did they bust him out because they need him, or did they bust him out because it's, maybe the right thing to do, not to just let him rot in a supermax. And it could also be that Michael was just thinking, it's not even just about, being in a supermax, because maybe if it was that, Michael would have let him go. But it's also the fact that it could also be the fact that Michael knew why it would get to him and why it would kill him, Like, it's not a matter of, well, do we, get him out of this prison, basically. It's, do we save his life? And for Michael, the answer was yes, I will save his life, So yeah, so all of that was really, really good. And I also like the whole thing where Mahone calls up Michael and is like, look, this is it for me. I'm done. He's going to kill me. But I need you to promise me that you will kill Wyatt and tell my wife that he's gone. And I like that without any hesitation, Michael promises that. That is really, really interesting because it's not something you would expect, Especially season 1, season 2, Michael would never do that. But with everything that happened with the death of Sarah and, his resolve to kill Gretchen, and he understands, it's practically the same thing. It's like, look, what I went through with, when I thought I lost Sarah, he's actually going through that with losing his son. And so Michael, without any hesitation, is like, yes, I will. I'll do that, And hell, because that's the thing. It's like, if Michael wouldn't promise that, who would promise that? Lincoln would promise that. Lincoln would absolutely promise that, I'm pretty sure, Especially, and he has, sort of the biggest equivalent of LJ, of his son. So, things are happening outside my door. So I got distracted for a moment. Anyway. But yeah, but all that was really good, and they did end up saving Mahone. Now, for a split second, I guess I was stupid where I was like, wait, he's not like in league, and like I tried to like rationalize it in my mind, like no, he wouldn't work for Wyatt because he wouldn't work for Wyatt because he killed his son. The thing that I thought though was, would he do that if his wife was threatened, you know? Like, hey, I killed your son. The only way to save your wife is to work with me and help bring them down. But that wasn't it at all. That was not it. He only called to pretty much put in the threat of, look, I will find you and I will kill you, you know? So, you know, we have all these, like, John Wick and Taken movies, you know, and stuff like that. Like, there's a bunch of movies like that nowadays. Why is there not one with William Fichtner? Because, like, that would be, like, there's one out there with fucking Bob Odenkirk, and I want to watch that movie, definitely, because I love Bob Odenkirk, and the only thing I've seen of it is a clip where he has, like, a fight scene on a bus, and it's ridiculous and crazy, but it's like, man, they can turn Bob Odenkirk into an action star and stuff. And it's like, is there not... Maybe there is, and I just don't know. But it's like, how is there not a movie like that of, like, Taken or something like that, but starring William Fichtner? Because he is that friggin' good, and he's that terrifying, you know? Like, you piss this man off, like, he's gonna come for you, and he's going to kill you, you know? It kind of makes like the opening scene of The Dark Knight all the weirder, because it's like, oh, here's William Fichtner fighting the Joker and stuff like that. It's like, how the fuck did the Joker not die, you know? Actually, maybe if you needed a decent Commissioner Gordon, maybe William Fichtner could pull that off. I don't know. It depends, but... Excuse me. Anyway. But yeah, but they did end up saving him, so that was really good. Other stuff this episode... Gretchen, first off, okay, so Gretchen went to her sister. I love the owl. That was so ridiculous. That was so ridiculous that she had this ready. She sent home an owl from Germany. She somehow shipped an owl with a gun in it overseas. And, like, nobody rattled this thing around, and nobody did an x-ray on it or anything to realize there was a gun in it. And I love, she just takes it, breaks it, there's a gun, there's an ID, there's everything she needs, basically. That is so amazing. It's kind of stupid, but I really love it. So, that was really funny. And then, just the whole thing that she is actually the girl's mother. Like, again, just like a way to weave a tragedy in less than 3 minutes, you know? Just to me, because she's like, oh, so you're not here to take her. And it's like, what is she talking about? And it's like, oh, if I was capable of being her mother, I wouldn't have left her with you. And it's like, wait, what? And it's like, oh, crap, she's actually the girl's mother. But she gave her over to her sister. And the girl is none the wiser. The girl thinks that... the sister is her mother, you know? Like, that is so friggin' crazy, you know? That is so friggin' crazy. And again, just way to weave a tragedy, you know? So that was really, really good. And we got Don now on the radar of General Baldwin Sachs. And they seem to just sort of be putting out a warning, like, hey, you know, don't screw with us, basically. But he's definitely still on their radar. But that was interesting. And then I love Teabag as soon as they're like, oh, you know, I want you here in my office in 5 minutes to explain this fraud. And if you don't, I'm calling the police. Immediately, as soon as that guy gets out of sight, he is wiping everything down and bailing. Oh, I love that. That's just it. Like, he is done there. He's like, no, I am out. I am 100% out of here. So yeah, it's like he had this whole plan this whole idea of like, wow, the book will eventually lead me to Michael Scofield, and I will take him out once and for all. But nope. Backs against the wall. They're threatening to bring in the police. He is out of there. He's like, you know what? I will find a different way of taking out little Schofield. So, yeah. So that was really funny. And then just getting clocked by Gretchen is just really funny. And her just stepping on him. And, yeah. Because he should not be there. And she doesn't know. Like, and that makes sense. She doesn't know who Teabag is. So, yeah, that was funny. But he tried to bail. If he was 5 minutes faster, he could have gotten out of there. But, oh well. So yeah, I'll be curious to see where they go with Teabag's plotline. It's just such an interesting thing, you know? And I feel like they're doing it a lot better than they did in Season 3. But it is still one of those things where I'm like, okay, when is Teabag gonna kind of come around back to the plot? I mean, obviously, he's going on his own thing. He's doing, you know, stuff with the Bird Book and stuff. But he's still got to figure, you know, he's still got to sort of, you know, I guess just, you know, re-encounter the gang, basically, is what I'm wondering. But could be a while. I don't know. We're only on episode 6. There's 22 episodes this season. So yeah, could be a little bit. Who knows? But yeah, really, really great stuff this episode. Really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see where we're going next time. But that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around to any of those. There's a playlist for all of my Prison Break reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.